Fans of Lacey Chabert are buzzing with excitement after reports of a surprising baby update began circulating online. The beloved Hallmark star is rumored to be expecting twins, and the twist has only added more intrigue. Sources claim the babies are with her co-star husband. While no official confirmation has been made yet, speculation is growing rapidly across social media. Fans are pointing to recent appearances and subtle hints that suggest something big may be on the way. The idea of a real-life romance turning into a double baby blessing has captured hearts, especially among longtime Hallmark viewers. If the news turns out to be true, it would mark a major milestone for Chabert, who has always kept her personal life relatively private. For now, fans are eagerly waiting for an official statement, hoping the rumors of twins will soon be confirmed. Heart, baby, baby. Today on Hallmark Channel, romance is in full bloom with a lineup that might just sweep you off your feet, starting with the dreamy escape of 2 Tickets to Paradise. From unexpected connections to second chances at love, these feel-good stories are exactly what your heart's been waiting for. So grab your snacks, get cozy, and let's dive into today's must-watch Hallmark movie schedule. You won't want to miss a single moment. For fans of heartfelt romance, Hallmark is here to offer you the ultimate feel-good escape. If you're unwinding after a long day and planning a cozy marathon on the couch, today's lineup is packed with movies that are bound to deliver plenty of swoon-worthy moments and familiar comfort for every fan to delight in. Below, you'll find the complete Hallmark Channel movie schedule for Monday, March 23rd. After you're finished binging episodes of Golden Girls, Reba, and Gilmore Girls in the morning, grab a blanket and get ready to relive some of your favorite happily ever afters. Synopsis. As she considers giving up on her artistic dreams, Jamie paints a vision board that brings her success and love, only to discover that the mystery man in her painting isn't who she thinks. Synopsis. Erica, an American translator, secretly revises a novel set in Barcelona. Everything is fine until bookstore owner Nico invites the credited author, Anna, to the city for a book signing. To Barcelona with Love premiered on Hallmark Channel on June 7, 2025, as part of Hallmark's Passport to Love programming event. This film was followed by a second installment. When 2 weddings are ruined by the bride and the other groom both getting left at the altar, they still decide to take their honeymoons, not knowing they are heading to the same resort in Hawaii. This film stars Ashley Williams, Ryan Pavey, and Mary Margaret Humes. After a professional setback, Chef Emma travels to Hawaii where she meets Ben, a handsome, reclusive surf instructor whose lessons help her to regain her footing. Hallmark Channel is once again delivering a full day of heartwarming romance, whisking viewers away on emotional journeys filled with love, second chances, and picturesque destinations. For fans craving feel-good storytelling, the March 23rd lineup offers the perfect excuse to settle in for a cozy movie marathon, complete with dreamy backdrops, charming characters, and the signature happily ever after endings the network is known for. From artistic self-discovery to European adventures and tropical love stories, the day's programming builds steadily toward a romantic peak with 2 Tickets to Paradise, one of the most beloved modern Hallmark entries. Here's a deep dive into everything airing and why this lineup is resonating with audiences looking for an escape into romance. Hallmark Channel has long positioned itself as a go-to destination for uplifting entertainment, curating daily schedules that blend nostalgia with new romantic favorites. The March 23rd schedule follows that winning formula, beginning with light daytime comfort viewing before transitioning into a lineup of romantic-driven TV movies in the afternoon and evening. After morning reruns of classic series like The Golden Girls, Reba, and Gilmore Girls, the real magic begins in the afternoon, when the network shifts into its signature romantic movie block.
Kicking off the romance marathon is A Brush with Love, a film that blends creativity with destiny. The story follows Jamie, an artist on the verge of giving up her dreams, who paints a vision board that mysteriously begins to manifest in real life. At its core, the movie taps into a familiar Hallmark theme. Believing in yourself can lead to unexpected love. The twist that the man she paints isn't quite who she imagined adds intrigue while reinforcing a deeper message about seeing people for who they truly are. This early slot sets the tone for the day, light, hopeful, and emotionally uplifting. Next, viewers are transported to Spain with To Barcelona with Love, a more recent addition to Hallmark's expanding lineup of travel-inspired romances. The story centers on Erica, a translator who secretly edits a novel set in Barcelona. Her quiet deception spirals into a complicated situation when the credited author, Anna, is invited to the city, forcing Erica to confront both her choices and her feelings. The film leans heavily on its stunning European setting, a hallmark of the network's newer productions that emphasize wanderlust alongside romance. It's part of a broader trend where Hallmark films double as escapist travel fantasies, allowing viewers to experience global destinations from their living rooms. The emotional centerpiece of the day arrives with Two Tickets to Paradise, a fan-favorite romantic comedy that perfectly encapsulates Hallmark's formula. The film begins with heartbreak. Two strangers, both abandoned at the altar, decide to go on their planned honeymoons anyway. Fate intervenes when they end up at the same resort in Hawaii, leading to an unexpected connection. What makes this film stand out is its balance of humor and vulnerability. Rather than rushing into romance, it allows its characters to process their disappointment, rediscover themselves, and slowly open up to new possibilities. The tropical setting plays a crucial role, reinforcing the idea of emotional renewal. Hawaii becomes more than just a backdrop. It symbolizes healing, fresh starts, and the courage to love again.
This movie also reflects a broader shift in Hallmark storytelling, where characters are given more emotional depth and personal growth arcs, making the romance feel more earned and relatable. For romance fans, March 23 offers a near-perfect lineup of Hallmark storytelling, from artistic dreams and European intrigue to heartbreak, healing, and love found in paradise. At the center of it all is Two Tickets to Paradise, a film that captures everything viewers love about the network: heartfelt emotion, charming chemistry, and the belief that even after life's biggest disappointments, love can still find its way back. While each film offers its own unique narrative, a common thread runs through the entire schedule: the idea of rediscovery. Nearly every protagonist introduced throughout the day is at a crossroads, whether it's career uncertainty, heartbreak, or a loss of direction. In A Brush with Love, the journey begins with self-doubt. Jamie's struggle isn't just about finding romance, it's about reclaiming her identity as an artist. The romantic element enhances her growth, but it doesn't define it. This subtle layering is what makes the story resonate beyond its surface charm. By the time viewers reach To Barcelona with Love, the narrative becomes more complex. Erica's internal conflict, balancing ambition with honesty, mirrors real-life dilemmas that many viewers can relate to. The romance that unfolds is as much about emotional accountability as it is about attraction. Then comes Two Tickets to Paradise, where emotional vulnerability takes center stage. The characters aren't simply looking for love, they're recovering from disappointment. This adds a layer of authenticity that elevates the story, making their eventual connection feel earned rather than convenient. Finally, Groundswell closes the loop with a quieter, more introspective tone. Here, love is not a dramatic turning point, but a gentle realization, something that grows naturally as the characters find peace within themselves. One of the most striking elements of this lineup is the emphasis on second chances. Gone are the days when romantic leads were simply searching for the one. Today's Hallmark characters are often healing from past experiences, making their journeys more layered and emotionally grounded. This shift reflects a broader trend in storytelling.
Audiences are increasingly drawn to narratives that acknowledge life's imperfections. Instead of idealized fairy tales, they prefer stories that mirror their own experiences, where love comes after setbacks, not before them. Two Tickets to Paradise is perhaps the clearest example of this evolution. The premise, two people abandoned at the altar, immediately sets a tone of vulnerability. Yet, rather than dwelling on heartbreak, the film uses it as a starting point for growth. This approach doesn't just make the story more engaging, it makes the characters more relatable. Viewers see themselves in these imperfect journeys, which strengthens their emotional investment. Another defining feature of the March 23 schedule is its use of location as more than just a backdrop. Each setting plays a crucial role in shaping the story's emotional arc. Barcelona, with its vibrant streets and artistic energy, mirrors Erica's internal transformation in To Barcelona with Love. The city becomes a symbol of possibility, a place where she can confront her fears and embrace change. Hawaii, featured prominently in both Two Tickets to Paradise and Groundswell, serves a different purpose. Its serene beaches and expansive ocean views create a sense of calm, allowing characters to slow down and reflect. This intentional use of setting highlights Hallmark's evolving storytelling strategy. Locations are no longer just visually appealing, they're integral to the narrative. They influence character decisions, shape emotional tone, and reinforce the themes of renewal and discovery. Of course, no romantic lineup would be complete without compelling on-screen chemistry. One of Hallmark's greatest strengths lies in its ability to pair actors who bring warmth and authenticity to their roles. In Two Tickets to Paradise, the dynamic between the leads feels natural and unforced. Their interactions are filled with small, meaningful moments, shared laughter, quiet conversations, and subtle glances that gradually build into something deeper. Similarly, Groundswell relies on a slower, more organic connection. The relationship between Emma and Ben develops through shared experiences rather than dramatic declarations, making it feel genuine and grounded. This emphasis on chemistry over spectacle is a hallmark of the network's approach. Instead of relying on grand gestures, these films focus on the emotional nuances that make relationships believable. In today's fast-paced and often jarring world, Hallmark Channel continues to offer something increasingly rare, a sense of comfort. The March 23 lineup exemplifies this perfectly. Each film provides a self-contained story with a clear emotional arc and a satisfying resolution. There are no clinghangers, no lingering questions, just a reassuring sense that everything will work out in the end. This predictability isn't a botch, it's a strength. For many viewers, tuning into Hallmark is a way to unwind, to escape the complexities of real life and immerse themselves in stories that prioritize hope and positivity.
What truly sets this lineup apart is its ability to connect with a diverse audience. While the core demographic remains loyal, Hallmark has been steadily expanding its reach by introducing more varied storylines and settings. Younger viewers are drawn to the aspirational aspects, the travel, the career journeys, the personal growth. Meanwhile, longtime fans appreciate the familiar structure and emotional payoff. The March 23rd schedule strikes a balance between these elements, offering something for everyone. Whether it's the whimsical charm of A Brush with Love or the emotional depth of Two Tickets to Paradise, each film caters to a different facet of the romance genre. It's impossible to ignore how much Hallmark's content has evolved over the years. While the core themes remain unchanged, the execution has become more sophisticated. Characters are more nuanced, conflicts are more relatable, and the stories themselves are more layered. This evolution is evident throughout the March 23rd lineup, where each film brings something unique to the table while still adhering to the network's signature style. The inclusion of international settings, stronger character arcs, and more emotionally complex narratives signals a shift toward a more modern form of storytelling, one that resonates with today's audiences without losing its essence. As viewers reflect on this day of romance-filled programming, one thing becomes clear.
Hallmark Channel isn't just maintaining its legacy, it's actively shaping the future of feel-good entertainment. The success of films like Two Tickets to Paradise demonstrates that there's still a strong appetite for stories that celebrate love in all its forms, messy, imperfect, and beautifully human. With each new lineup, the network continues to refine its approach, blending tradition with innovation to create content that feels both familiar and fresh. March 23rd's movie schedule is more than just a collection of romantic films. It's an experience. It takes viewers on a journey through heartbreak, hope, and healing, ultimately reminding them of one simple truth: love often arrives when we're not looking for it. From the artistic dreams of A Brush with Love to the sun-soaked renewal of Groundswell, each story contributes to a larger narrative about resilience and connection. One of the defining strengths of this lineup is its embrace of familiarity, not as a limitation, but as a deliberate creative choice. Each film follows a recognizable structure, yet within that framework, small variations create emotional richness. In A Brush with Love, the predictability of a romantic arc is softened by the introspective theme of self-belief. The audience may anticipate the ending, but the journey, rooted in personal growth, keeps it engaging. To Barcelona with Love adds a layer of moral complexity. The story isn't just about falling in love, it's about confronting the consequences of one's choices. That tension gives the romance a more grounded and contemporary feel. By the time viewers arrive at Two Tickets to Paradise, the storytelling reaches its emotional peak. The familiar strangers to lovers trope is reimagined through the lens of heartbreak, creating a narrative that feels both comforting and refreshingly sincere. Finally, Groundswell strips the formula down to its essence, offering a slower, more meditative take on romance. It's less about dramatic turning points and more about emotional alignment, a quiet acknowledgement that love often grows in stillness. What makes this particular lineup stand out is how it frames romance not as a goal, but as a byproduct of healing. Each protagonist begins their journey carrying some form of emotional weight. Jamie struggles with self-doubt and creative insecurity. Erica grapples with honesty and professional identity. The leads in Two Tickets to Paradise are recovering from public heartbreak. Emma, in Groundswell, seeks refuge from personal and career setbacks. Love, in these stories, doesn't arrive as a solution, it emerges naturally as the characters begin to heal themselves. This approach reflects a broader cultural shift. Modern audiences are increasingly drawn to narratives that prioritize emotional well-being over idealized romance. The idea that one must fix themselves before finding love is subtly woven into each film, making the relationships feel healthier and more realistic. The importance of emotional pacing. Another reason the March 23rd lineup feels so satisfying is its careful attention to pacing. Rather than rushing into romantic declarations, these films allow relationships to develop gradually. Conversations unfold organically, conflicts are given space to breathe, and emotional beats are allowed to linger. In Two Tickets to Paradise, for example, much of the connection between the leads is built through shared experiences rather than dramatic moments. A casual conversation, a spontaneous adventure, or even a moment of silence can carry as much weight as a grand romantic gesture. This slower pacing not only enhances realism, but also gives viewers time to emotionally invest in the characters. It transforms the viewing experience from passive entertainment into something more immersive. While dialogue and character development are central to these films, the visual elements play an equally important role in shaping the audience's experience. Barcelona's warm tones and bustling streets create a sense of excitement and possibility in To Barcelona with Love. The city feels alive, mirroring Erica's internal awakening. In contrast, the Hawaiian landscapes in Two Tickets to Paradise and Groundswell offer a sense of calm and introspection. The vast ocean, golden sunsets, and gentle waves reinforce the themes of renewal and emotional clarity. Even A Brush with Love uses its artistic setting to reflect its narrative. The act of painting becomes a visual metaphor for shaping one's future, a reminder that life, like art, is often unpredictable but full of potential.
Despite the ever-expanding landscape of television and streaming content, Hallmark Channel continues to maintain a loyal audience. The March 23 lineup is a perfect example of why. These films provide something that many other genres don't: emotional connection. Viewers know that no matter how complicated the journey becomes, the destination will be hopeful. This sense of reassurance is particularly valuable in uncertain times. It allows audiences to disconnect from stress and reconnect with simpler, more uplifting narratives. Additionally, the standalone nature of these movies makes them highly accessible. There's no need to follow complex storylines or commit to long series. Each film offers a complete, satisfying experience within a few hours. Another often overlooked aspect of Hallmark programming is its communal appeal. These films are frequently watched with family members, friends, or even as part of social media discussions. The March 23 lineup, with its variety of themes and settings, provides plenty of opportunities for shared viewing experiences. Whether it's laughing at a lighthearted moment or discussing a character's choices, these films encourage connection, not just between characters, but among viewers as well. While Hallmark films are often associated with traditional romance, the March 23 schedule subtly reflects evolving perspectives on love. The relationships portrayed are more balanced, with an emphasis on mutual respect and personal growth. The characters are not defined solely by their romantic pursuits. They have careers, ambitions, and individual journeys. This shift makes the stories more relatable to contemporary audiences who value independence and self-discovery alongside romantic fulfillment. As Groundswell brings the evening to a close, there's a noticeable shift in tone. The energy of the earlier films gives way to something softer and more reflective. It's a deliberate choice, ending the lineup with a story that feels like an exhale. After a day filled with emotional highs and turning points, the audience is left with a sense of contentment. This final note encapsulates the essence of the entire schedule. Love isn't always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet, steady, and deeply reassuring. Hallmark Channel's March 23 movie schedule isn't just about romance, it's about the many forms that love can take. It's about believing in yourself, as seen in A Brush with Love. It's about honesty and courage, explored in To Barcelona with Love. It's about second chances and unexpected connections in 2 Tickets to Paradise. And it's about healing and inner peace in Groundswell. Together, these stories create a tapestry of emotions that feels both timeless and timely. For viewers, the experience goes beyond simple entertainment. It's a reminder that even in life's most uncertain moments, there's always the possibility of something beautiful waiting just around the corner.